All right, coming up next, it's a UFC Women's Bantamweight Division matchup. Well, at her core, DC, of course, she is an MMA fighter, but much of the narrative recently has surrounded her boxing skills that at this point are really off the charts.
Yeah, it's unbelievable how she has adapted the boxing to mixed martial arts, right? It's the level change, and I think that's where you saw the difference. When she stopped just trying to find the head with the jab, and she started jabbing to the body. She started going head jab, body right hand, left hook. It was just her going from top to bottom, up and down. It was truly amazing, and it is what has propelled her to these last few great performances that have ended in knockout.
She has fallen in love with her hands. You do not want to fight her on a napkin in the center of the octagon. Well, drillers make killers, and nobody works her takedowns harder than this young woman. She has become a force in this division, and even though the opposition oftentimes knows what's coming, no one's able to stop that shot.
Nobody's able to stop that takedown attempt. No one's able to stop that single leg. She said in the fighter meetings, I have drilled that takedown 5,000 times.
Amazing.
Over and over, I hit a single leg. Every day of the week, I hit at least 30 single legs. I'm like, well, is wrestling practice every day? She goes, no. I just want to make sure that I have a skill that is so dominant that no matter how much you practice it, you are not practicing it enough to stop me from taking you down with it. It is truly crazy to watch her approach to getting that single leg off.
And her ability to get her opponents off balance in a mixed martial arts setting, as special as anybody in the sport right now. We'll see how it goes for her here tonight. All right, just about ready for live action. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. 3 years apart, and they both possess a similar height and reach. All right, now for the particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This woman is a boxer, making her professional debut here tonight. She stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 129 pounds. Fighting out of Makhachkala, Russia, Diesel. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This woman is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 11 wins, 1 loss. She stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Manaus, Arizona, Brazil, Ketlen, Vieira. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Eve Levine.
The veteran Eve Levine draws the assignment here.
Ready?
All right, so here we go, one of the better strikers in this division. She is facing one of the better grapplers this division has ever seen. Pretty straightforward as to what you expect both of these fighters to do here.
I expect them to follow the game plan that got them to the show. You don't get cute in these situations.
Right.
You don't get cute in these situations. You rely on what got you here. If you're a great grappler, get close. Make contact, use your trips and throws to get the fight to the mat. If you're the striker, you need to be at distance. She has to maintain space so that she can time a counter and hopefully end the night of this fantastic grappler.
Vieira is now trying for the Kimura.
The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Nicely done. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Vieira's back inside control here.
Right inside control, yep.
Oh, her ground and pound is on point here. She's made this a focus going in to make these strikes count. Certainly doing that tonight.
She's making each and every one of them count, doing a very, very good job of landing shots, landing them in combination, and making them all matter.
How good is her movement here on the ground, right? Shades of Ray Bourne, just transitioning so beautifully.
Yeah, she's so good at transitions and movement. Her ability is unmatched.
Just over 2 minutes now to go. The ground and pound has been there all night. Vieira's looking to lock up an armbar here.
Gotta be careful, armbar.
Oh, nice job by her, but nicely done. All right, so her ground control is outstanding. Half guard is when she's at her most dangerous.
Yeah, she's at her most dangerous when she has a half guard because she's so brutal with the ground and pound. She likes to go after fighters and really wear on them, force them to make decisions to give their back so that she can chase her submission, or they're gonna lay on their back and just get beaten up from the top from that beautiful half guard position.
So 33 total strikes have landed for the Brazilian Ketlen Vieira. Oh, she's really starting to put together some significant body shots here, attacking both sides now. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Big kick.
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. All right, let's get you some replays from that previous round, DC. I thought she mixed it up beautifully on the feet.
Yeah, she did a great job. I mean, she landed everything. She showed a complete example of what her mixed martial arts game has become as she's been in the UFC now for a little bit of time. Big punch lands through the middle.
Ah, she's unable to connect with the left hook.
Big kick lands.
And potentially a critical takedown here. Oh, and with conviction, she moves right into half guard. Vieira's looking for that arm triangle.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
Oh, man, that was slick.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Back to her feet now. Good sign for her there. Straight right hand, but she misses. And there comes the separation now. Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round two and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round one. No hesitancy whatsoever here in round two. She has clearly found her rhythm and range. All right, so no surprise. Once again, we find ourselves here in this clinch situation.
What a takedown.
Vieira's trying for the Kimura submission here. Nicely done. Vieira's back to the side control now. Well, you gotta stay busy from the bottom position. Can't falter here. She's doing a nice job. Pretty impressive ground and pound display here, champ.
She's doing a great job of finding the right time to take her ground and pound opportunities.
Great movement by her here on the ground, and she just does it so fluidly and so easily. It's really a sight to behold.
You can tell that she's been a lifetime developing this skill with the way that she's able to move with so little effort on the mat.
Well, she was long on grappling experience coming into the UFC, and you see her chops here, just beautiful when it comes to the transition.
It's very difficult to keep up with her on the ground.
Well, she did not miss a single grappling practice during this training camp, and here's your evidence. Outstanding movement on the ground.
She looks like a master of grappling with the great movement that she's showing on the ground.
And that's the end of round number two. All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes, somebody's going to sleep.
Third round underway. Oh, nice shot to the body, connects for her there. Somewhat surprising, we didn't see a lot of body work from her earlier in the fight, but she is getting after it now.
Nice body.
All right, so there's that kick to the leg, and you can be sure she's going to go back to the well with that.
She's beating up that lead leg. Great timing on that double leg.
Man, she is just non-stop on the ground, moving in all the right directions. Another nice transition by her there.
She's moving a lot, but every movement has purpose.
Attempting an armbar here.
Attacking armbar.
Oh, nice job by her. Nicely done. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Vieira going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here. Half guard position for her here, and if you're the bottom fighter, this is truly a case of pick your poison.
Yeah, you got to pick your poison. And if you're on the bottom, you got to be trying to find a way to escape that bottom leg. You cannot allow your opponent, you cannot allow her to sit on your leg and just throw big damaging strikes. You got to make sure you're on an elbow control, underhook, and get back to your feet.
How good is her movement here on the ground, right? Shades of Ray Borg, just transitioning so beautiful.
Yeah, she's so good at transitions and movement. Her ability is unmatched.
All right, half guard position for her here, and this is a spot where we've seen her have a lot of wild success in previous fights.
She has a tremendous amount of success from this position because she's so knowledgeable. She keeps the right side underhook, and she just goes to work with that left arm. She's posting an elbow. She's building her posture and punching. There are just so many different ways for her to score strikes from this position. Again, back into this position. Fantastic takedown.
Vieira gets the single leg takedown. Well played. Great movement by her here on the ground, and she just does it so fluidly and so easily. It's really a sight to behold.
You can tell that she spent a lifetime developing the skill with the way that she's able to move with so little effort on the mat.
All right, so her ground control is outstanding. Half guard is when she's at her most dangerous.
Yeah, she's at her most dangerous when she has a half guard because she's so brutal with the ground and pound. She likes to go after fighters and really wear on them, force them to make decisions to give their backs so that she can chase her submissions, or they're gonna lay on their back and just get beaten up from the top from that beautiful half guard position.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 29-28, 30-27, and 30-27. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Ketlen Vieira.
All right, so she finally cracks a smile there. She gets her hand raised by unanimous decision, and certainly at times looked like maybe the finish would materialize. It didn't. Nonetheless, she gets a W, and that's really all that matters at the end of the day.
If you were waiting for that smile, it wasn't going to happen until the fight was over. Now she can relax a little bit as she wins a unanimous decision. I thought that this was one of her best performances to date.